put me in the movie. They're gonna make a big star out of me. Well, they make the song about a man that's sad and lonely, and all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. I might win an Oscar, you can never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star. I can play the part so well. So I hope you come and see me in the movie. And I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that ever hit the big time. And all I gotta do is act naturally. Make a film about a man that's sad and lonely. He's begging down upon his bended knee. I play the part, but I won't be rehearsing, 'cause all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. If I win an Oscar, you can never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star. I can play the part so well. So I hope you come and see me in the movie. Then I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that ever hit the big time. And all I gotta do is act naturally. Thank you kindly. Thank you very much.
All right. Sweet, dearly departed Ed Eastridge. Kicking off Riverfolk 2022. That was a little throwback. We're getting ready now to start the show. I can see the seats are filled here. All right. The live stream has started. We can turn the lights down there. Flip the white light switch there, good sir. Behind the door there, you'll see it. Yeah, that'll give us the mood lighting that we need. Ah, perfect. Just like that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, if that is in fact your real names. And welcome to episode 3, season 4 of the Tuesday Jukebox, a live podcast concert series broadcasting from Hanover Strings here in historic downtown Hanover, New Hampshire. Hanover Strings is entering its 50th year of continuous business here in downtown Hanover, so congrats to them. 50 more, we hope. The proprietor, Chris Rosenquist, who gave me a key to the shop about a month ago, he has a gig tonight. So he is out of town, and that means we're going to party all night. It's going to be a blast. Free everything. I am your host, Jakob Breitbach, Fiddle Ninja. Thanks for joining me in here in the shop and out there on the interwebs, where I'm sure we have tens, if not dozens, of folks tuning in on YouTube. We are tucked in here tonight into a very full house, perched on the second floor of an old building here overlooking Main Street, nearby campus of Dartmouth College. Fall is here? I don't know. The colors seem to be quite a bit lackluster, but we are going to be living it up ourselves here tonight. We find ourselves in the heart of a place that has seen countless tales unfold, a stage where echoes of the past whisper to us, inspiring our present. This funky guitar shop, steeped in history, now becomes the canvas for tonight's performance, a canvas on which we shall paint with the colors of imagination. Headlining tonight, we have songsmith Dana Cooper on tour from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm excited for y'all to hear his stories from the road and all of the working in the studio that he's done with so many great songwriters over the years. And opening the show will be the wonderful woman from Wilder, my friend and laugh buddy, Allison Faye Brown. Yeah. This show is a presentation of Here in the Valley, a creative collective of our Green Mountain River Valley, a northern arts beacon all along the Appalachian Trail. A quick thank to all our gracious community supporters whose unwavering support fuels the magic you're about to witness. A significant partner in this has been Stevens Blanchard at the River 93.9, and there will be a great show tomorrow night we'll talk about a little bit later called Locals Only. That's at 5 p.m., and they've been helping get the word out on the airwaves. And here comes that audience participation moment. I'd like to extend a special thanks to JAM, JAM, Junction Arts and Media, JAM. Oh, you guys are great. JAM is a wonderful organization, a community producer. They do many, many things. Tonight, they are providing us 2 excellent camera folks and some amazing live streaming gear. Thanks especially to Samantha Davison Green for coming out tonight and also supporting this show and all of the Here in the Valley endeavors. And now for our fiscal sponsor. I need a little help from Allison for this next jingle. Is Allison around? Is she going to be able to come up here and help me? This is a special one. Normally we do this pre-recorded, but we're going to do this jingle as a little surprise. We're doing a little surprise. Yeah, we need Allison's mic on. You, hey. Ha, ha.
It's actually really good to help promote laughter and also engage your diaphragm. I love how I can't see anyone except for the very front row. Hey!
All right, Allison, you've got this jingle all worked up on the vocals and guitar.
On the vocals.
Oh.
Was I supposed to do the guitar?
We're gonna need a guitar. We need so maybe we should get like a volunteer or something.
We need someone who might know how to play a guitar. Is there anybody? Is there anyone out there who might?
I think there's somebody.
Oh, someone is there. Someone knows how.
This
someone,
adventurous
this
stranger.
guy.
Come on up here. You get up here.
You.
Is your guitar in tune?
It's right here.
All right.
I think so.
All right. I got the chart up here. See if this.
Hey.
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh my
Did you just get
gosh.
off the boat or something?
Wow. Do you know how to hold that thing?
I'm working on it.
Okay. Good job. You're like a natural.
Let's see. I think we decided to do this in C. So, can you jingle us a C chord there, Sonny? To
Get you where you're going, drive you straight, just like every other person in the Green Mountain State. You know who, White River Subaru.
Mine's blue. Hey man, this guy's a natural. What are you doing next Tuesday?
I'm available.
Hey, we're gonna put you on the show next week. Put your email down and we'll get you on the show next week. Surprise guest. Look at that. We're making history right here. On the Hanover Strings stage, yeah.
Wow.
All right, yeah. Whew, thanks. We're lucky we had a ringer out here. Yeah.
That was really well done.
I thought we had rehearsed, but that guy didn't have any rehearsal at all. I gotta find my notes here. I got lost. Allison and I have a shared background. I just learned about.
We do?
Well, you busked in the streets of the subways of New York, and
I did.
I grew up busking in Galena, Illinois, as a kid, between the candy store and the ice cream shop.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say I cut teeth there, but I more like lost teeth. You know, so I'm sure she has some I'm sure you have some colorful stories about that you'll share with us later, right?
I would love to share those stories.
This is Allison.
I feel like we need to have a welcome moment right now. I think we need to have just like a pause.
A pause.
Where we just are like, hey.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're good now. I think we're ready.
All right.
Okay. I felt it.
We don't want to be too serious up here.
I was like getting really serious.
This is your second appearance on the Tuesday Jukebox.
I know.
Yeah.
My third appearance.
Well, that summer one was sort of like a quasi jukebox show, but this is the real jukebox.
Okay,
so
2.5.
2.5, and then you were also on the River Folk 2023. That was a real blast.
That was amazing.
What you'll get to know about this woman is she has a contagious laugh, and I'm sure it will catch each of you before the show is over. So let's make welcome to the Hanover String Stage, Allison Faye Brown. We'll be back in a little bit.
Thank you so much. I'm going to start with a song, actually, that I did write when I was in New York, and it was inspired a little bit by some of the subway singing. It's called Time Beyond Time. It's great to be here. This is a really intimate crowd, and I just have to find the right pick. That's a sticker from the thrift store. It won't hold up very well. I'm not throwing shade, it's just that I'm scared to be open. My feet are afraid of running straight into another mistake. Time beyond time, I get to die to discover another new chance, another new life to find you, my lover. 'Cause you've seen my demons hiding behind the window pane. When they caught you looking in, it didn't run away, no. Is this a dream or a memory of a past life? When you were the king and I was your queen, we were heroes. Oh, we prayed to the sky, tides kept the time, we were happy. If this is a dream, find me and give me peace. 'Cause you've seen my demons hiding behind the window panes. When they caught you looking in, you didn't run away. You stepped beyond sharp, shattered shards of broken glass and took what it takes to kindle my flame. What great big monsters that my shadows cast. But you got them to dance and you got them to laugh. Ages ago they met someone who showed them love like that. Yay, they wanted me to ask when you'd be coming back. So find me in the next life. Find me in the next life. Come on, find me in the next life. Come on, find me in the next. Find me. Find me. Find me. Thank you. There's still a little bit of warmth left. This one's called Summertime. In the summertime, your eyes give me peace of mind. sorry. Can I have a little bit less of guitar in the monitor and a little bit more vocals and a little bit of reverb on the vocals? And I'm going to take a little sip of water while that happens.
I'm going to turn on the on-air side then.
You know, it's Tuesday.
See, now we can start.
I never really know what's going to happen when I get on stage. Like, I have all these like preconceived notions of how it's going to go, and I just have to like completely let go. And for me, that's really hard. I really like to be in control. And some days I'm like, yes, universe, I feel you and I'm with you. And other days I'm like, no, universe, you need to feel me. And the universe is so big that it's like, no, sweetie, no, that's not how it works. Let's try it again. That sounds great, by the way, thank you. In the summertime, your eyes give me peace of mind. What do we do? It don't matter to me, 'cause I'm with you. We got the whole day, so don't worry, no. You've got my heart in your hands, don't hurry, don't hurry. Waking up with you next to me, it'd be so easy to fall right back asleep. We gotta get up and baby, start the day. Don't make a fuss, you know I wanna stay. We gotta get moving, or we'll both be late. So, what do you say we make our great escape? We gotta get out where nobody knows us. We'll take breaks to kiss and sleep on the side of the I want it now, more than you know. So what do you say? What are we waiting for? Let's go. Since we're just on a roll with it, I wrote a new song recently, and I'm gonna play it for you tonight. I finished it on the way here, so I'm just gonna put the words in front of me so I don't forget them. I was just telling a friend that I never wanted to perform again because I had no more material. And I think that's just my inner critic trying to sabotage things. So here's some new material, and it's called Blessing in Disguise. Okay, we're just gonna see how it goes. We're really here for Dana. I'm just the opener. I'm just getting it warmed up, okay? I know. This isn't the worst show I've had. This is actually really fun. My eyes have adjusted and I can see all of your faces now, so. At least I have the humor going for me. That was my sister, by the way. Actually, you know what I'm gonna play? I'm gonna play my sister's song. No, just kidding. I'm sorry. Jacob's like, I'm never booking her ever again. I may not know the technical term, but it sounds good. Playing right through to my heart, and it vibrates. Shaking my bones, shaking my bones, shaking my bones. Shaking your bones, shaking your bones, shaking your bones. I may not have a lot of square feet, but it's shelter. Safe and quiet with a lucky cat I look after. No, it's not much, but I pay for it on my own. Welcome to my humble home. A little bit of confidence is all that I needed to live a life that has purpose and meaning. Watch for traps, don't cut yourself off at your feet. Stay the course, stay free, and I want you to know that I love you just for being alive, and I want you to know that I see how hard you try. I go to bed early these days. Too much excitement gives me a headache. Everyone wants to be seen. All that I want is a good night's sleep. A little bit of confidence is all that I needed to live a life that has purpose and meaning. Watch for traps, don't cut yourself off at the feet. Stay the course, stay free, and I want you to know that I love you just for being alive, and I want you to know that I see how hard you try. foundation and make our initials in the clay. Let's make our own footsteps in the snow and just play. Let's write our own stories and not be swayed. And I want you to know that I love you just for being alive. And I want you to know that I see how hard you try. And I want you to know making money ain't the point of life. And I want you to know that worthiness comes from the inside. That I love you just for being alive. I might be broke, but see how bright I shine. In the mirror, there's a brand new pair of eyes. 'Cause this poverty is a blessing in disguise. Thanks for listening to that one.
I will always book you.
Oh, thanks, Jacob.
Of course.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I have a confession to make, though. I finally just realized why every time I think of Allison Faye Brown, and in our little naming system back there with 3 name artists, we just go like AFB or Dylan Patrick Ward, DPW.
Nice.
And I was just like, why am I always thinking of Tom Cruise and Top Gun?
I love that, but I don't know.
With Allison Faye Brown, I was just like not, and I was like, Air Force Base. That's what it is. Your acronym is Air Force Base. Pop, Eureka, it's solved. That's how my brain works.
We might need to find like a new way to give me the acronym. I'll be in Air Force Base.
Yeah, good. A new Air Force Base for good. For songs, yeah.
For songs.
Just blanketing the world with songs of joy and love. Or sadness. And
Turbulence. Whoa.
So speaking of turbulence, we got to hear at least one story from the subway days.
Oh, man. Okay, so it was Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
Never busk. If you're like thinking of busking in the New York City subway station, don't do it on Valentine's Day. Everyone was in a bad mood. No one was smiling, and especially not at me. They were like, who is this dweeb trying to get attention? But this man put a laminated, really important looking $2 bill in my guitar case, and it was really exciting. I couldn't wait to collect it and see whatever, just look at it. And then this kid came up to me, and my nervous system was like shot in New York. I had no ability to think at all when I was living there, which was for about 9 months. So everything was just like all the time. Like that was just like my state of being all the time. And so this kid was like, hey, can I have this $2 bill? And I'll give you $2. And I was like, whoa, sure. And he took it, and I'm bummed to this day. I'm still sad. I'm still sad about the laminated $2 bill that I never got to hold in my hand.
Well, you really want to just go to the bank, get yourself a $2 bill. No, get 2. Laminate one for yourself, and then find a busker, and then give that to them. And then and then pay a kid $5 to take $2 and go ask for that $2 bill. And just continue the retribution.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
it was a plot. I did try, when I was playing, I played a handful of times, but I would see somebody in the distance and be like, they seem like they just, maybe I can get to them with my voice. So I would just really try to ground myself and project. And in my head, I totally got them every time.
Well, there you go.
They were affected, their lives were changed.
Aw. That's all you can hope for when you're busking in the subway. I mean, even Joshua Bell didn't make it very far. Yeah.
I know.
It's the subway.
No,
Yeah.
it was hard, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to give our vocalists a notice here so that they come down through as Allison's calling it the vomitorium, which is this
That's what it's called.
this alleyway here that we've created in.
Okay, so in theater lore, in ancient Greece, they had these huge amphitheaters where they would have performances, and the Greek chorus was there, and the Greek Thespis stepped out of the crowd, and that's where thespian comes. He was the first actor, and in ancient Greece, it's rumored that everyone was like a massive glutton, so they had to make these aisles in the audience so people could like vomit into the aisles. They were called vomitoriums, and unfortunately that's where the actors came in too. So you had to kind of, I don't think they had umbrellas back then at that point. Anyways, so this last song, are we doing the last song?
Yeah, let's bring our vocalists up and do this last song.
So the last song is called Infatuation, and I had the great pleasure of being in the Riverfolk Music Festival this summer. And while we were practicing for that, I got the great pleasure of meeting and working with these wonderful women, Jess Raymond and Lisa Piccirillo. I learned so much from them, and I'm so grateful to call them my friends. And yeah, I just love this community, and I love playing with these folks. I feel so held here. And what else can I say aside from that?
Where are you playing next?
I'm not playing anywhere next. Ever. This is my last show. Okay, so what I really want to do is like take an intentional pause and write, because I keep saying that for the wintertime, and then I don't do that. So I'm going to write. Jess is giving me music lessons, which I'm really excited about, so I'm like freshening things up. I think that's why I wrote something, is because like things are shifting, you know?
The dam broke.
The dam has been broken. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty weird up here. I feel super weird, but like I'm like in a good space about it. So we're going to play a song.
Let's do it.
Song is called Infatuation. Infatuation's got my tongue. I'm hanging by my thumbs. Just when I was starting to feel numb. We probably shouldn't risk it. I'm not good at commitment or anything that looks like love. Do you wanna go pack a picnic and we'll go to the Willow? Feel the kiss of the breeze in the shade of the trees. Do you wanna rest? My tummy is the best pillow. Lay your worries at ease when you're alone with me. I wish that I could just get over that tantalizing sparkle in your eyes. 'Cause when I'm by myself, I think of no one else, and I wonder if your feelings are the same as mine. Sigh, 'cause infatuation's got my tongue. I'm hanging by my thumbs. Just when I was starting to feel numb. We probably shouldn't risk it. I'm not good at commitment or anything that looks like love. Thanks, Jacob. I will try to change myself. Sabotaging style to give you a chance. Uncross my heart and live a little while. I hope that I never get over that tantalizing sparkle in your eyes.
situations get my tongue. I'm hanging by my thumbs just when I was starting to feel numb. I think we ought to risk it and get good at commitment and all the things. Infatuations got my tongue. I'm hanging by my thumbs just when I was starting to feel numb. I think we ought to risk it and get good at commitment and all the things that look like love, 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 love. This looks like love. Thank you so much for having me. Put your hands together for Dana Cooper, who will be on next. Thank you so much.
And during this brief non-intermission, I'm going to have Nathan cue up another song from Riverfolk 2023. This is Dylan Patrick Ward playing a very silly, funny song about his cat. And then I'll say some more things, and we'll bring Dana up. So please don't go anywhere.
Miles, please talk to me after the show. This is called the Cat Song. If I was a cat, I'd sit in the window and I would lick my butthole while you watch TV. And if I was a cat, I'd sit down beside your head and lick the space between my toes when you were trying to sleep. And if I was a cat, I'd lay down by the door and look up at you with sad eyes when you tried to leave. And if I was a cat and you were feeling sad, I'd sit down beside you and keep you company. And if I was a cat, I'd eat a bunch of plastic, and then you'd have to chase me down and take it from my mouth. And if I was a cat, I'd chase all the bugs around, but I would never catch a one, and I'd never catch a mouse. And if I was a cat, I'd cry outside the bathroom door, and I would not stop crying until you came back out. And if I was a cat, on lazy Sunday afternoons, you and I would take a nap together on the couch. And I would miss the beer, and I would miss the movie theater, and I would miss the human food, and I'd miss having sex. And I'm not so crazy about dying when I'm 13, and I guess I wouldn't know no better, so I guess that would be best. And if I was a cat, and you had people over, I'd hiss at all the children, swat at the old guys. And if I got outside, I would fight a dog, and I'd get uglier and meaner with each year that went by. And I'd hate every person, and every other cat, and every animal, and thing that wasn't you. And one day you would find me dead behind the futon, and then you'd stick me in an urn and go get someone new. First you'd cry, just like I'd cry when you would capture me and take me to the vet. If I was a cat, I'd be miserable and lazy, but you would still love me because I was your pet. If I was your cat, I would drive you crazy, but you would still love me because I was your pet. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to be over.
Oh, yeah, he's selling merch somewhere. All right. Thanks for that indulgence. Just gives us a little distraction while we turn over the stage. I have a couple of quick things I want to ask you folks to, when you go home or sometime tomorrow, tell your friends and check out yourselves the live stream that we have here going of this show, because not only will you get to see the show again, which is always fun, right? and fast forward through the parts you don't like. But we're also going to be doing these. We're going to bring the crew into the show this season. I'm really keen on this cast of characters and personalities we have here that are running this show. We've got about 5-6 different folks. We've got Goth Girl Sailor over there running the front of house. She's the boss of the front of house. She gets all the chairs and stuff set up and takes care of the lights and the sign-up lists. And then we've got old reliable Nathan Detroit back there. Nathan Perrin doing sound in the live stream. And he's been my ride or die on the Tuesday Jukebox since its inception in the Briggs Opera House back in the spring of 2021 when this show was kind of incubated, as it were, due to the gratitude and generosity that David Briggs extended me and the Here in the Valley crew to create a show that has turned into this all these years later. And then Nathan now has his own intern, which the scripts are flipped. Now his intern is now, I think, approaching 80 years old back there. Really excited to have Joe Alvin. Give him a round of applause for coming up here and learning how to do digital sound and doing the sling switcher. And he's actually on walkie-talkies tonight talking to camera one, which is Mike Daddy Cannon over here. Give him a round of applause. And Uncle Wilbo back there running 2 cameras at one time. Those folks are both provided to Here in the Valley by the generosity of Junction Arts and Media. JAM. Oh, you're always there when I need you. And then, of course, there's this like crazy character who owns the shop, Chris Rosenquist. He just kind of pops out of some place and just has this weird stuff and has these weird stories. And here's a box of dongles. Will this solve your problem? You're like, no, none of that's going to work. Sorry, go away. And he's not even here tonight. So, again, free stuff, all sorts of free stuff. Take whatever you want. Make pins. And then a special thanks to my neighbors, Gabby and Keith, for setting up Dana and his manager at their Airbnb in Wilder, the Funky Fern. So thanks to them wherever they are tuning in, probably somewhere in Idaho. And before it's spread on the interwebs and the cat's out of the bag, I have been getting some help with my monologues. It probably doesn't show. It's not quite Chat GPT. It's really like Jess GPT. See, my wife, she's been using Chat GPT, and she was like, we should do your monologues. We should spit these into your Chat GPT. And then it spit out a couple things, and I parsed through little bits here and there. And, of course, she's always the last editor that gets to sort of, I don't really think you want to do that, or you should do this, you should do that. And she was here tonight, obviously performing, and I'm giving her a special shout-out because this Thursday is our 10th wedding anniversary. So happy anniversary, honey. We have a gig, by the way. Our 6-year-old goes, no more gigs, Dad. Penis butt gigs. Can't blame him. All right, and he's back there just watching like Khan Academy or something, PBS Kids on headphones. All right, we've kept Dana Cooper off the stage long enough. He's champing at the bit. He's probably got all sorts of horse references that I won't even have to make. I won't even know how to field them. He is a traveling songsmith, a true troubadour. He grew up in Missouri and found his way through Texas and California and probably a few other parts, and he's now based out of Nashville, Tennessee. He has been on tour 3 out of the last 3 weeks a month for the better part of a year, and this is his third. Excuse me, I think it's your 4th trip to New England in about a year. So that is some road dogging right there. We're going to get into your stories later. He is eager to get up here, so we'll use this opportunity to have Lucas Barrett, who's doing our live portrait drawing, stand up and show the audience really quick while Dana comes to the stage. Lucas is doing these new live portrait drawings every week. I really liked mine from last week. I reversed the aging process. I turned into a little kid again. It's one of my favorite drawings. And this gig was put on the books pretty far ago. I don't know how long ago your manager, Corinne, got in touch with me, but I was like, are you seriously trying to book this gig already? And then I was like, oh, right, it's the Tuesday. It's any gig on a Tuesday. People will drive a couple hundred miles to go play a gig on a Tuesday because what else are you going to do on a Tuesday? Play poker or cribbage in the hotel room? Yeah, there's nothing to watch on TV. So folks are willing to drive quite a ways to do a Tuesday show, and that's the concept of this show, is to have touring acts come through and then come through again and again and again. So we hope this is the first of many return trips for Dana to the Upper Valley, and I'm glad to have him here on this funky stage. You haven't lost a guitar yet? Or I'll turn.
I might gain one before.
That's.
You said to take anything you want right off the wall. All right.
Yeah, our kickoff show, Nathan Graham, he actually bought. They traveled it was a 4-piece in a minivan, and he bought another guitar to get back in that minivan with, and he was like 6'5". I'm like, where are you putting all this gear, man? All right. He's here, finally, at long last, from Nashville, Tennessee. Let's hear it for Dana Cooper on the Tuesday Jukebox.
Thank you, Jacob. So good to see your smiling faces here tonight. Hope we keep you smiling. Old friend of mine, our faces aligned with years of worry and weather. We crossed that line, took that ride, always faced the battle together. We done right and we done wrong, tossed the dice and rang the gong. Always old friends, never let go, friend. Oh, stay with me till the end, always old friend. Some say you can't make old friends. You were my friend the moment I met you, and we can't live those old days again. But then why the heck would we want to? How we'd run and how we'd fall. Yes, I remember it all. Always old friends, I won't let go, friend. Oh, I'll stay right here till the end. Always old friends. We've known the best and the worst in each other. We blessed and cursed and forgiven each other. It's hard to tell where one begins and the other one ends. Always old friends. Old friend of mine, our faces aligned with years of worry and weather. Old friend of mine, you say it's your time to leave this old world behind you. Well, go on and shine, I'll hold the line. Where the song never ends, I'll find you. I'll be lonesome until then. I will carry you in. We'll always be old friends. I won't let go, friend. I'll stay right here till the end. We'll always be old friends. Crazy rock and roll friends. Oh, together we can only win. All I know is that we'll meet again. Yes, I'll see you where the song never ends. Always old friends. Thank you very much. I'm going to move that so we don't have an accident. That would be really bad. Thank you, friends. I appreciate it. So good to be here. That's off my 30th album. This year marks the 50th anniversary of my first album. On Elektra Records. I was 12 years old. Amazing. And, well, probably not chronologically, but I probably was about that age, honestly. And I'm not far from it now. This is the title song from the new CD, the 30th one, I Can Face the Truth. A little song written in a cemetery in Nashville, Tennessee, while visiting a couple of my dad's music heroes, George Jones and Marty Robbins. Thinking back on the days my dad took me to see my first concert when I was 3 years old. He took me to see Ernest Tubb in Kansas City, about 60 miles from where we lived. My dad was a tenant farmer at the time, a little place called Latour, Missouri. We rode on a caboose on a freight train into Kansas City, across the Missouri River on a bus to go see Ernest Tubb, the original E.T. Anyway, so I was just thinking about my father that day and thinking about the truth and how hard it is for us to face sometimes. Don't want the sun to hide behind the cloud. I want to run and never fall down. I'd be number one if I could figure it out. I can face the truth, but please not today. I can face the truth, but please not today. I stood so long, I'd like to sit down. I sung my song, kinda take my bow. I can go long, baby, just not right now. I can face the truth, but please not today. I can face the truth, but please not today. I can be a fool, I can be a creep, I can be so cruel, it's a wonder I can sleep. You got your complaints, give it to me straight. But baby, could it wait just one more day? The truth will set me free, the truth will slap my face. Truth is I'm weak, truth is I'm afraid. Afraid of my own life, the damage that I've done. Afraid of what I'm not, what I might become. I can face the truth, please not today. Cut down the flowers, lay them on the grave. Don't count the hours, time will not be saved. I'm not a coward, but I'm tired of being brave. I can face the truth, but please not today. I can face the truth, but please not today. I can face the truth, but please not today. Thank you. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Well, I'm going to I've got a little set list here, but I'm going to have to swap one of the songs out because an old friend came here and requested I do another song I'm going to throw in here in a little bit. This is called Traveler 2. Now, this is a song I wrote in Ireland, a place called Kilmore Key. Rocky, wild coastline there on the Irish Sea. I was out there trying to stand up in the wind on the rocky shore, so windy I could barely stand up straight. In fact, I was leaning into the wind and I started giggling, watching the seagulls trying to flop around in the sky and act natural, thinking about how each of us is a little universe, yet we're so fragile, but we're all alike. It's called Traveler 2. It's a cloudy old day, but the sun's shining in my heart. I got a smile on my face, but the mirror says I'm falling apart. You know, I gave everything away. What else could I do? Now my clothes, they're all frayed. I got a shine on my worn out shoes. Hello, unraveler, I'm unraveling just like you. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler too. All these folks in a hurry, bouncing down that bumpy road. Man, we all got trouble and worry, following us wherever we go. But when I find myself stranded, broke down and busted flat, some good soul pulls over and reaches out a helping hand. Hello, unraveler, I'm unraveling just like you. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler too. One act of kindness, well, it can make me start to cry. But man, that don't mean I'm blue. No, no, one thing that defines us in this uncertain life is the love that resides inside me and you. I'm a traveler too. Oh, 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 oh. Now the road up ahead, it's shorter than the road behind. And if there's something to be said right now, it'll be a pretty good time. 'Cause ain't this a funny old life, full of wonder, joy, and pain? Man, we all get worried sometimes, just waiting for someone to say, hello, unraveler, I'm unraveling just like you. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler too. Hello, traveler, I'm a traveler too. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler too. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, thank you. Thank you so much, my fellow travelers. You can find that song out there online only. I released it as a single, a solo version and a band version, which is out there pretty much wherever you get your music online. This is a little older song of mine here. This is, not to get too personal, but do you ever get tired of your own crap? 'Cause, man, I get tired of mine, I tell you what. I was having kind of a rough day when I wrote this song, but writing songs has definitely been therapeutic for me and helps me purge sometimes. This is one of those songs, but because I've learned, if you're not tired of your own crap, somebody very nearby you is. So. There goes me, giving in easily, trying too hard to please, soft in the middle, faithlessly, chickening out on me, blaming that big machine, hurdling riddles, frightened and little, standing in my own way. Here am I, questioning where, how, why, watching my life go by. Man, I don't wanna blow it. Contrary me, begging to disagree, making mistakes in threes. Yeah, I'm wrong and I know it. Too proud to show it. I'm just standing in my own way. Standing in my own way. Doomsayer, you and that satisfied grin. Out of my way, betrayer. Don't be so darn sure you'll win. We're through. I haven't room for two. I'm stepping right over you. Open that front door, 'cause here I come, banging my broken drum, chasing that grinning sun. I'm winning this soul war. There'll be no more standing in my own way. Oh, there will be no more standing in my own way. There goes me, standing in my own way. No more standing in my own way. Ooh, standing in my own way. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, you're very kind here in Hanover. I don't care what they say. Isn't this a sweet setting? This is great. And it's so generous, that we can all just walk out of here with something. He may not know what he's let himself in for on that one, but I'd love to be around for inventory tomorrow. I see. Okay. So I'll do another song off the new record. Co-wrote this with Elva Jones, and we're having a conversation. When you co-write with someone, it can be a very awkward thing, of course. And it's always good to write with someone you're comfortable with, you kind of know well. I've written with complete strangers before, and sometimes it works, but sometimes it's, sometimes it's a kind of hell. But this co-write was a lot of fun. And the thing about this song, I hate sing-alongs, but I hear you folks here in Hanover love them, so I'm going to do this for you. Hopefully you'll join in toward the end of the song. You been on my mind. Every day I think about you countless times. Love is funny stuff. Just when my heart starts feeling tender, things get rough. Everything we think we own is borrowed. These moments are so precious, only ours for a little while. Ours for a little while. come back home. When every dream is spurned and your heart turned to stone. Fire, your life's on fire. You try to burn it out, you keep shining brighter. Everything we think we know is borrowed. This moment is so precious, only ours for a little while. Ours for a little while. Let's make it last. Let's make it count. Let's give our love here and now. Years after we're gone, someone like us will fight for love and carry on. Time is but a song. Every note that disappears is never gone. Every song we sing is only borrowed. Each melody so precious, only ours for a little while. Ours for a little while. Could you join me? We'll go. Ours for a little while. Ours for a little while. Let's make it last. Ours. Let's make it count. Let's give our love here and now. Only ours for a little while. Ours for a little while. Ooh, ours for a little while. Ours for a little while. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining in there. That works well. Sing-alongs work best when you sing along. I've conducted a few disastrous sing-alongs. That was a good one. So I'm going to do a song that isn't on my set list, so we can always erase this, right, from the podcast. What's that old thing? Wasn't it in like Star Trek? It had something that would make you forget everything. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Men in Black. I've got my sci-fi mixed up there. I hate when that happens. So anyway, yeah, I need one of those. So I had a request to do this. I first met Townes Van Zandt in 1973 at a place called Passim up in Cambridge. Down in Cambridge, wherever it is geographically from here. Is it up, down, over? I don't know. Down, that's what. Okay. South, yeah, way down south. So it was 1973. My record had just come out on Elektra Records, and I was fortunate enough to go on an amazing tour of the country, opening for a lot of incredible people. And Townes Van Zandt was the first on the tour. Opened for him for a couple of nights. The first night, it was his second album had just come out, and he was already legendary. And Passim, of course, was sold out. And the president of the label flew in from New York, along with some of his minions, and to see my first concert. It was kind of a big deal. Got off the airport there, and the record promo guy picked us up, and on the way, we heard the single off my record being played on the radio, and drove by a record store, and the window was completely festooned with album covers, my album cover, and I just thought, oh my God, who's going to buy all those? And anyway, So I was very nervous. The record promo guy took us out for dinner before the show, and there's about 25, 30 people there. His wife and a bunch of her family and friends were there as well. Big, huge table, and everyone ordered lobster. Of course, I'd never had lobster before. Someone had to teach me how to eat a lobster. I still don't quite get it, but anyway. And we drank, everyone was drinking Heineken. And at the end of the night, Andy, the record promo guy, goes, hey, let's have a little aperitif before you go do your show, What's that? A little dessert drink, a little after dinner drink. Oh, no. I don't want to have a drink before the show. I got to be, on my toes for this one. This is, he said, wait, but it tastes like candy. It's called ouzo. It's not going to hurt you. So you see how trustworthy this guy was, right? So I had a couple of ouzos with him, and then my face went numb, and I had to find Passim. I was so mad, I started walking around the streets of Cambridge. There's little narrow, twisty-turny streets, and the natives weren't all that friendly to me, so I was getting an anxiety attack on top of being intoxicated, and I just came up to a corner. I was about to just give up and just fall down on the street and weep, and I looked down one corner now, and I looked up the next corner, cloudy day, and a shaft of sunlight shot down through the clouds down into the entryway to Passim. And then I was really freaked out. So I went in, I got tuned up, and I did my set. I was so nervous at that point that I had a 45-minute set. I think I was finished in about 20 minutes. And my knees were shaking the whole time, and I was turning flushing red, and it was a horrific experience. And I went back to the little dressing room there, and I'm doing body slams against the wall. I didn't mention I was raised Catholic, so I was punishing myself, actually kicking myself, slapping myself, and doing body slams against the old dressing room wall, and dust was sifting out of the old 200-year-old rafters into my hair, and all of a sudden the door swings open. I'm doing a particularly dramatic body slam, and here comes old bony Townes Van Zandt, comes striding in with a big grin on his face, and he sees me, and he just looks horrified for a second. I just kind of dusted myself off, went over. He shook my hand. He'd come right up and said, hi, I'm Townes Van Zandt. And he never, all the years I knew him, never ever mentioned it again, never asked me what I was doing, slamming my body against the wall again. It was all the same to him, So anyway, but years later, when I got to realize the extent of what it got to make Townes look horrified, I knew it must have been quite a sight. So when Townes passed away, it was New Year's morning, 1997. A friend of mine called and said Townes had just left us. I sat down in the kitchen and I wrote this little song. Make way for the bony man. Hold the gate so his soul can pass. Lay him down in the dewy grass. Make way for the bony man. I took his hand and I felt it shake. Held the man and I felt him break. Spoke his name and he blew away. A leaf on a windy day. I'll be home when the day is done. Yeah, when my song is sung, I will shed this husk. Oh, I will shed this husk. Take the coin from my trembling lips. Row me, boys, across the river Styx. Reach that shore, 'cause I'm feeling sick. My poor heart is all spilled out. Up to the brim in a china cup. Down to the dregs, brother, drink it up. One drop of rain in the thirsty dust. A whippoorwill in a moonlit field. I'll be home when the day is done. Yeah, when my song is sung, I will shed this husk. I will shed this husk. Crooked smile on a stony face, painted words on a burning page, a paper boat on a breaking wave. Who will pray for the bony man? Steal away, second story man, trip out locks so my soul can pass. Yeah, lay me down in the broken glass. Make way for the bony man. I'll be home when the day is done. Yeah, when my song is sung. When my song is sung. When my song is sung. Oh, I will shed this husk. Yes, I will shed this husk. Thank you. All right. Thanks for asking for that one. Yeah, maybe I'll do another song. I'll go back to the 60s here. I mean, I didn't write this in the 60s. I won't do that to you. I have a couple of songs I wrote back then that I can still do, but for the most part, you don't seem like a teenage angst love song kind of crowd, really. But this is a song about something that happened to me when I was a teenager. I was about 16. And as I told you, I was raised Catholic. I was raised and taught by the Sisters of Mercy. See, I have a stutter because of it. The Sisters of Mercy. My favorite oxymoron. And the good sisters mostly were nurturing folks. We had there was a smattering of sadists amongst us, but mostly it was not that bad. Anyway, my escape from Independence, Missouri, Harry Truman's hometown, where I grew up, and I was infamous around there when I was about the time I was 13 for throwing a cherry bomb on Harry Truman's front porch, and not getting away with it, but not being incarcerated. I was detained briefly. But shortly after that, I started going to the CYO dances around town, and by the time I was 16, I was playing in clubs and coffee houses around Kansas City, and some original stuff and cover songs, and I found out about love-ins, Kansas City love-in. Sounds exotic to you folks here. It was for someone who lived in Independence, Missouri. I get off the bus down there near the University of Missouri in Kansas City. It was like getting off the bus in the middle of Manhattan or Paris or something. There were fountains everywhere and all kinds of different people and hairstyles. It was quite something. Independence was pretty much the same hairstyle, and which was short. I went down there to meet some hippies. I took this old guitar. And I got off the bus a few blocks from Love Inn and walked across the big lawn with my imaginary hair blowing in the wind and my peace symbol and my love beads on and my $10 moccasin boots from Tom McCann. And I walked up to a group of hippies, and I thought, man, I look like a hippie. I feel like a hippie inside. And I walked up to them, and they got real quiet, and one guy looks at me and goes, "Are you a narcotics agent?" So anyway, it was grim. But I had music to keep me going and win friends, and I kept going down there. And one day I met a young woman sitting on the lawn playing the flute. I sat down and got the guitar out, and we jammed. We talked for a while. And she was a very, very nice young lady. She needed a ride home. So happened I had an old car, a 1960 Dodge Belvedere my dad bought for me from a guy at the steel mill. And it was all primered, big fins, had push-button transmission, and best of all, big couch seats. I was hopeful. She got over there in that big couch seat and directed me through the streets of Kansas City up to a house owned by her father, who was from a family that built Kansas City. And it went downhill from there. I was a beggar. She was a queen. I played the guitar. She danced and sang, light as a sparrow. She'd lift off the ground. I was a scarecrow. She smiled at my frown. A necklace of clover, a dandelion ring, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. I whispered, Jessie, girl, I could love you. Then I genuflected and unlaced her shoe. Her auburn hair tumbled all down in my face. We kissed and we fumbled in a clumsy embrace. There for one moment, underneath the green tree, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. She lived in a mansion with a prince and a king, and a woman on horseback with a porcelain face. Her servants looked through me. The dog tugged on its chain. Her parents looked sideways. They sneered at my name. Love, when it is new, is a delicate thing. A flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. She cried when I left her. The sky cruel blue. Our hearts pressed together as they both broke in two, while a party of sparrows sang a sad, lovely tune. And over my shoulder, the last thing I knew, her face in the window, her hand raised to me, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. Alrighty, thank you. Bird on the wing. Hey. Hey there.
Hi there, stranger.
You with the stars in your eyes.
I found my hat. Felt naked. I just got this hat from my good friend Tom Wolke, and I don't really switch hats unless I lose a hat or break a hat or something. And then I tried this out, and it fits so well I forgot I was wearing it, and then I only 2 minutes ago realized I wasn't wearing a hat for the whole show. I looked at Dana, I go, I can't get up on the stage without a hat on.
Well, you have hair, my friend.
Oh, stop it
I'll
now.
have to. Mine's to cut down on the glare.
I get my hair from my mom. Hi, Mom. I know she's probably the only one still watching. Although my friend from Tacoma, Washington, Jocelyn Kearns, is watching from Galveston, Houston, and she says she saw you down there once upon a time.
I'll be down there soon at the
Hey,
border.
Jocelyn, Dane will be on the border.
That's right.
He'll be down there with all the hippies.
That's right.
We'll play a tune and then talk, or talk and play a tune.
It's your deal.
Yeah, why don't we play a tune and then we'll talk? I feel like I'll get to know you better after
Let's
that,
do it.
and
That's
then we'll
good.
get into it.
Well, this is in the key of E. We discussed this. We rehearsed back there.
That's right. Just as much as that.
We talked about it. That was.
Just as much rehearsal as that jingle got.
This is another one of those. Yes, sounds good. One of those pesky sing-alongs that I
All right.
detest. But you love them, so you're going to join in. I know it. Aye. That's right. Great day in the morning, we got a lot to be thankful for. The yellow maples and a red roof barn, sun coming up like a medicine ball. Great day in the morning, ain't it? Turn on your radio, turn up that sound, sweetest. Ain't that the morning we both know? Turn it up, a little higher, go on. Yeah, turn it up. That's fine. Great day in the morning, darling. Let's kick our heels up high. I want to kiss you, stop yawning. There ain't one dark cloud in that sky, not one. Great day in the morning. 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 Early to bed and early to rise. Dreams in your head and stars in your eyes. Sun on your face makes me realize, well, honey, it's gonna be another great day in the morning. Take it, Jacob. Aye. Do that again, that's good. That feels peculiar. Great day in the morning. Honey, I love every new day with you. Turn over now, you've been snoring. The birds are singing and the sky's blue. Great day in the morning, baby. We got a reason to celebrate. I want to party, I don't mean baby. It's gonna be our red letter day, red letter. Red letter. Great day in the morning. Oh, we got a lot to be thankful for. Yellow maples and a red roof barn. Sun coming up like a medicine ball. There it is, there it is. Woo! Coming up, coming up. I'll ask you, Sweet Pea, you ever see anything exactly like that before? You ready now? Great day in the morning. 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 Everybody. It's jazz, that's jam. One more time. Man, Jacob, I think you should just finish the show out now. The hat did something, didn't it? There's something in the hat. I know. That was cool, man. Very, very good. You know the difference between, of course you do, between violin and fiddle, right?
Blue jeans?
A violin has strings and the fiddle has strangs. That's like a,
What is it? What is it? What does Steve Earle say on the beginning of The Mountain? You want to be in the band, son? Got to put on a hat.
that's right.
And I've heard something else. That, you want to get ahead? Get a hat. Something in that song, and I think I might actually do this now with the that random dude here that just showed up before. We're gonna have him on the jukebox next week. I think
Yay.
I'm gonna play a song with him first, and then we'll do the interview.
There you go.
So much more informative to have played with you first, because I saw you do something that is gonna be my first question, which is where were you, and how old were you when you first saw Elvis?
Oh, when I first saw Elvis, I was young. I bought my first 45 record was an Elvis record. So I was probably about 7, I guess. Yeah.
And you remember seeing Elvis?
Black
and white on the TV?
Yeah, on the TV, yeah.
In black and white.
In black and white, yeah, that's all we had. I didn't realize there was such a thing as color TV until I left home.
And did you get up and did you dance? Because I saw you do something and I was like, oh, that sure looks like a boy who saw Elvis.
I tried to have a pompadour, I remember that.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely can't do that now. Anyway.
Wow, I feel like I just asked the wrong question.
No, ask me anything, Jacob.
Well.
I can make up a lie to anything.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Where are you going next? Just so people can get
Oh,
their
God, where am I
orientation.
going next?
Well, that's a current question.
Somerville, Massachusetts, way down south.
So tell all your friends, both of them, down there in Somerville.
Tell them, both, we need them there. Yeah, Arts at the Armory, doing a songwriter and around show there, so.
And what day of the tour is this? Do you know?
Oh gosh, I'm not even sure. I can't tell, Jacob. You're asking me the hard questions here. I have to look at my book to even know what day it is and where I'm supposed to be.
Do you like the road?
I do, yeah. I love it.
What about the road suits you?
Oh well, I like it keeps me away from the law. I just keep moving. I don't stop. We're gonna get the heck out of here as soon as this is over because they're probably watching. I love people. I love playing music. So it's my chance to do that, and while I can still do it, I'm very fortunate. So it's
I'm really honored that you be here.
honored you have me. Tuesday night we'd be playing ping pong somewhere or pinball or something, which is fine, or miniature golf.
Pinochle. We were just gotta go
Pinochle. I don't even know what that is.
I was going for the alliteration.
I like it.
When did you do your first tour that you can remember? Like a legitimate, many day?
Yes.
Long?
My first tour was I was probably 18, and
Couldn't drink legally.
I went on not legally. I went on the college coffeehouse tour through the Midwest for about 4 months in the winter, Minnesota, North South Dakota, Nebraska. It was really Wisconsin, and
Those clubs still around?
I learned what. These were all colleges, all college gigs. So I'd play in a cafeteria of a college, and all college students ate their hot dogs and pizza and stuff, and One time they showed up with the PA was a little. Remember those record players that had the lids that opened up into speakers? He's actually bringing in a little plastic microphone, and they like taped it to a mop and stuck it down in a bucket. And it was, oh boy, this is high tech stuff here in the Midwest. Anyway, it wasn't all like that, but I think it was my first gigs on that tour. But I toured by myself. You played 6 nights in a week, sometimes 3 nights, and one at one college, 3 at another. Sometimes 6 nights at one place. They put you up in a dormitory, and like an empty wing of a dormitory. It was really lonely, and traveling Greyhound bus on Sundays to the next place, and freeze your butt off the whole time. Had a duffel bag and that old Gibson there, and a cardboard case. So it's all crackled. You see the finish, it's all crackled. I remember opening the lid on it. And it's yeah, same one. But it was quite an experience, and that was really my first road stuff. I mean, I'd gone out to do a few gigs with bands, in Kansas City, but just like a weekend thing or something. It was interesting.
Did you set those up yourself? Did you have a manager back then?
I had there was a booking agency that was out some wing of Albert Grossman's management company in New York City called Coffee House Unlimited, and they booked singer-songwriters at colleges, and just happened to know someone who knew them and plugged me in. And then I was fired for using foul language at a Lutheran university, and
Dare you?
yeah, the college. What did I say? No, you're not gonna trick me. You're not gonna trick me. No, I was way into Lenny Bruce
Yes.
and Lord Buckley at the time. So I was doing some, yeah, I was doing some pretty wild stuff there, and the college kids loved it. And one of the faculty stumbled into the pub and sent me a bad report card back to the agency. So there you go. My illustrious career off to a great start there.
Hey, well, to get canceled way back then, that must have been a badge of honor.
Yes.
Or at least maybe you now you still give a writ about being canceled.
Yeah, that's right.
Compared to that.
Better care that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You ever tour with a band?
Yes, I have toured with a band. I had a band called DC3 out of Houston, where I lived for quite a while, and it was kind of my second adolescence. I think I'm in my 3rd or 4th now, but it was a 3-piece power trio, and played electric, bass, and drums, and wrote really kind of wacky, new wavy, punky kind of songs. And we traveled. We went out west, out to California, seeking our fame and fortune. And then I went solo.
Yeah. It's a little easier.
Yeah.
Less,
Don't have to worry about feeding everyone else's
yeah.
kids and families and paying their bills. Yeah. Yeah. Stressful.
But there are some nice benefits to being out on the road. You're traveling with your manager now.
Yes.
It must be nice to
It's
have
wonderful, good
somebody
company,
else
and
to not listen to you.
yeah, someone to complain to, and and someone to help drive, and she just works, steadfastly and does a wonderful job.
I can assure you
Yes.
that is true.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you listen to more podcasts or music on your driving?
Well, these days, been really hooked on Cocaine and Rhinestones, the Tyler Mahan Co. Podcast, which is the history of country music in the 20th century. And it's really fascinating. I love that. But I listen to a lot of music and listen to books on CD too. Sometimes I can find a good narrator. Books on CD. A CD, yes, compact disc, yeah. Yeah, I still have a CD player in my, yeah. Anyone out there still have a CD player? See, there's a few of you. I have CDs for sale tonight. I do. And next time I come through next year, I've been telling Corinne this, that my big business plan is to get a bigger vehicle and invest in a bunch of CD players and sell those at the shows and give you a CD with each CD player. I think it's a great marketing plan. Let's get CDs back. And I have T-shirts, one of a kind, vintage Western shirts, bandanas, not bandanas, and postcards, all kinds of stuff back there.
You're an entrepreneur.
I'm a traveling retail clothing store with a music problem. That's the deal. How do you think I can do this? I mean, you got to sell stuff.
You do.
Yeah.
I believe Adele's manager said something along the lines of, you can use your music to sell a lot of things other than your music.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is about merchandise or licensing.
Apparently.
On that tack, you do a lot of co-writing and recording with other folks.
Yeah.
Can you, humble brag about a few of your endeavors? I listened to the folk show with Kate
yes.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Loved that. That made it really easy for me to,
Yeah.
deep dive into the
Yeah.
current Dana Cooper mindset and
Mhm.
a little bit of your past. And
That was a good show. She does a great
that was
job.
fun.
That's
This is live. How do you feel about the format?
Oh, I love it. I love it. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
I hope I look okay out there.
Unedited.
And
Oh yeah, we'll fix it in post, right, Mike?
right. Good. Yeah. And I just hope you're taking years off of me on the sketch. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh man, it looks like you got like a little more of a cowboy look in there, even.
Yeah.
A little of a Dermot McMulvaney.
Dermot Mulvaney.
There we go. Yeah, let's get this. Oh, that's so heavy. I'm gonna drop it.
All right.
So
Yeah.
you've co-written with Susan Werner and
Yes.
drop some of the other names.
Kim Carnes,
Yeah.
Kim Ritchie, Lyle Levitt. Well, I've done a lot of. Lyle used to open shows for a band I was in Texas a few years ago. So occasionally, yeah, he has me. Yeah. So now once in a while he has me open for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's always sweet. But yeah, there's a lot of great. Maura O'Connell's done some of my stuff. Everybody's familiar with Maura. Fantastic singer. Yeah. Josh Leo. Anyone know who Josh Leo is? No one knows.
We're way up
Josh.
here in New England.
Yeah. Josh is, he's one of those behind the scenes kind of guys. He played with Kim Carnes and her band and Jimmy Buffett and worked with the Eagles and Alabama and Kathy Mattea, all these different people he produced. He produced one of my albums, but always worked with great people. I've been fortunate there, and they don't charge me that much. It's nice. It's great. I couldn't do it otherwise. So.
And you picked up your first instrument when you were how old?
Well, I picked up a plastic harmonica when I was probably about 7 or 8, and tooted
After you
around
saw
on that.
Elvis.
After I saw Elvis, yeah. Why the harmonica? Because my grandfather gave me this plastic harmonica, and I tried to play that. But I got a guitar when I was 12. I played the drums before that, actually. I was a self-taught drummer and played marching drum in the school band. We didn't really march. We just, set up in the basement, the cafeteria of the church and played for one another, basically. And I learned all my rudiments.
Do you have, before I close here, just a harrowing road story? I always like to find just like the gig
Harrowing.
from hell.
The gig from hell. Well, yeah, I can tell you plenty of harrowing road stories, but probably one of the funniest was the time I was stopped by the police outside Nacogdoches, Texas, late at night. On Highway 59, which is a big drug trafficking highway, and I was in my little Toyota Corolla, and I hope I can tell the story. But anyway, so I get pulled over, and I've been going the speed limit. I didn't know why. This came out of nowhere. And a young cop comes up to the window, he's in his 20s. And got the burr haircut and a real smiley guy. Said, "How you doing?" And, looks at my eyes. "Oh, Mr. Cooper, so where you going?" "I'm going to Houston." "So what do you do?" "Well, I play music." "Oh, really? What kind of music?" "Country." I said, I lied. I'm not an idiot. Anyway, and he goes, "Well, you mind if I search your car?" I said, "Well, I really like to get on to Houston." He goes, "Well, can you step out?" And I did. And then another cop got out of the car with a dog and starts walking around my car. And he says, "That's a drug dog, and I don't need your permission to look at your car if he senses there's something in there." And he kind of walked around, had a big grin on his face. He said, "Well, he's indicated there's something in the car. Can you tell me what it is?" And I told him, "Well, you might find a couple of, marijuana cigarettes in there, in the console." And he did. I don't know where they came from, but they were in there. And he kind of holds them out in his hand. He goes, "Well, you realize this could be a $10,000 fine or 2 years in jail down here in Texas right now." I said, "No, I didn't." "Oh, you didn't know that?" "No, I know it's not legal, but I didn't know what the penalty was." He goes, "Well, I'll tell you what. You get that guitar out and play us all a song, and we'll forget all about this." So it's like 40 degrees out there. It's in the winter, about 2 a.m, side of Highway 59. I got my foot up on the bumper, and got the whole guitar out there, and I played this song called "Old Fashioned Man." Just kind of, a publisher in Nashville said, "You almost wrote a country song" when I wrote that one. Anyway, I played that one for him, and they're like, "Yeah, that was good. You write songs, right?" Yeah, he said, "Write a song right now how you're not going to smoke marijuana in Nacogdoches anymore." And he goes, "And by the way, that dog's name is Ringo." I was like, oh, great. So I wrote, off the cuff kind of a.
Can we hear some of that?
Oh no, no. I've forgotten it now. There's the shock of it. Just yeah. Short-term memory loss. I don't know, but anyway, I played it for them, and then they let me go, and that dog was like smiling at me out the back window. I think they went down the road and blew it in his face. I think anyway, that was. Look for more of this. Anyway, of course I don't do that anymore, so
Yeah, well,
I don't advocate that at all.
come back to Vermont. It's a little different than over here.
Yeah, that's good.
Live free or die state.
I had my fingers crossed.
I have a little flower farm over at my place, just a block away from where you're staying.
Be careful now where you're.
I cultivate.
Okay.
Curing. It's legal.
Oh, how nice! You guys are so
As a matter of fact,
advanced up here.
it's almost like a state requirement to have your 2-plant minimum in your yard.
Yes,
I have neighbors that just grow it just to have it, and then they give it to me.
that's nice.
And then I give it away to, touring musicians.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll look forward to some of that.
I do too. That was an incredible story. I thought I'd get one, but not a dog.
Yeah,
The right song.
my manager is like, "Oh no, I didn't just tell
The
that."
statute of limitations has run
Fine.
out.
It has. It's okay.
All right, I'm going to turn the stage back over to Dana Cooper here on the Tuesday Jukebox. Thanks for telling that story and bringing your tunes here to Hanover Strings. It's been a real treat and an honor. Thanks to Corinne for her diligence in bringing you here, and I look forward to the rest of the tunes tonight. Maybe a little hang later. Lots of merchandise for you all to buy. That's what you can take away here tonight, other than maybe some free guitar picks and the pen making machine.
A banjo. Okay.
And then we'll carry on after hours a little bit here and turn the lights up, and maybe we'll get these interviews that we're hoping that we'll capture from our crew. Thanks again to all of my esteemed co-workers here. I guess we can call them co-workers. To you all for coming out tonight, supporting live music, and staying up late on a Tuesday, which is the new Friday, by the way. And of course, to Lucas Barrett here. I can't wait to see this finished product at the end of the show. Play us a few more tunes, if you will, Dana. And,
Okay, sure.
All right, let's hear it one more time
Okay.
for Dana Cooper.
Thank you so much, Jacob, for doing this, and thank you guys for coming out. These things really work best when you show up, so we're glad you're here. It's a great thing. A few more songs. Now, it is almost closing in on 9 o'clock. I mean, we're going to get... I can't do it. Okay. Well, I'll for sure do this one, and if you want to hear more, I'll do another one for you. How's that sound? I wrote this one here. It's called Thank You, and I was having a bad day. I mean, I am so fortunate to have lived the life that I have and to still be here. I think back on all the things I've worried about and all the time I wasted with that stuff. And but I was feeling sorry for myself. Nonetheless, this happens once in a while for me. I got a down day. My chemistry's kind of off or something, And I was up in Portland, Oregon, and I was up there at a friend's house, staying there. They were at work, and I was there with their 3 cats alone in the house. Rainy day in Portland, surprise. And I just couldn't get out of the dumps, So I said, I'm just gonna feel bad for myself. I'm gonna give in, have a pity party. I'll make myself a cup of orange pico tea with no sweetener on purpose, and I'm gonna sit here and watch that tea get cold and bitter, and then I'm gonna drink it and savor the bitterness and look out at the rainy day and feel bad for myself. So I start doing that. Well, pretty soon the tea bag, to my delight, starts to disintegrate, and the tea leaves are now floating on the oily, bitter, tepid water. And this is even better. I'm going to chew on my bitter tea and feel bad for myself. And I started doing that. I just about had it choked down. And all of a sudden, the sun explodes out of the clouds, and Portland, Oregon is transformed into paradise. And right there, surrounding the house, hundreds of hummingbirds start swooping down on the feeders that these people put in their yards there. You can't look at a hummingbird and feel bad, so I went out in the backyard, kicked my boots off, hummingbirds flying all around my stupid head, and I wrote a song about the thousands of good people I've met in my life, including you all. This is for you. It's called Thank You.
cats live in this house. I'm just a guest passing through. They run around all night, sleep away the afternoon. One has a zigzaggy tail, and one is as white as a pearl. One only hides, never lets me into her world. I gotta thank you, whoever you are. Thank you for my breaking heart. Thank you for the chance to play my little part. Panther on a windowsill, rabbit in the wet green grass, Rufus and his hearts and wings beating fast. One day I'm filled to the brim, next day the whole thing spills out wide open again. I'm wondering what it's all about. Still I gotta thank you, whoever you are. Thank you for my breaking heart. Thank you for the chance to play my little part. Funny how the clouds pile up when they're only gonna blow away. Funny how each one of us is a universe in a small way. Hey, hey. Three cats squint in the sun, high on a blue window day, grinning and purring like they got something to say. If curiosity kills, I'm dying to know what that means. A life of waiting tills won't fill the yearning in between. Oh, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the chance to play my little part. Woo-hoo, oh. Thank you so much. Thanks again for coming out tonight. All right.
The merch is here. We got Western shirts over here. The rest of the merch is all right here. So we'll try to
Lots
move
of
these chairs out
stuff.
of the way. Maybe move them over there. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you.
CD players in the back.
CD players for sale in the back. Walmart's are us. Tune in tomorrow night at 5 p.m. on the River 93.9 for an interview
And that's the
with
email list.
our upcoming jukebox guest,
Sign up for the email list.
River Glen, who was our surprise ringer here on stage tonight. He is in fact my younger brother, one of 3 younger brothers, and he'll be on the radio promoting his show here on the Tuesday Jukebox coming up next week on Tuesday the 24th. The final in our series of 4 podcast concerts here at Hanover Strings in downtown Hanover, New Hampshire. Thanks for all the folks tuning in, both of you, Mom, Jocelyn, Luigi, and everybody else out there that's checking out the stream on demand later on. Do appreciate your presence. Thanks again to Sailor and Mike Daddy and Will, Nathan, Joe Alvin, Lucas K. Barrett on Instagram to check out the portraiture. And as always, I am your host, Jakob Breitbach, Fiddle Ninja, signing off.